Greetings, everyone. I am back with another segment of our self-esteem, our Get Snatched self-esteem. It's been a while. I apologize. I've had so many things going on, but today we're going to talk about your self-esteem kind of versus your self-image. And it's not so much they're opposites of each other, they affect one another. And that's what this week's exercise was to help you to differentiate the two so you can understand. Basically, our self-esteem, we already have talked about, is what drives us in terms of how we think, what we do, how we live our life, how everything goes like that. So if you have a low self-esteem, then 9 times out of 10, you're going to make bad choices. You're going to make choices that are not good for yourself. You're going to be influenced unduly by other people, or you fight and beat your own self down. Okay, and that has been my problem in the past, is nobody else had to do it because I did it to myself. And that is what I've had to work on pretty much my whole life. So I really think now I've gotten rid of that little voice. You know how we all have that little voice in there that's like, girl, you can't do that. Why are you trying that? You can't. What? Girl, stop. Why are you even trying? Y'all, all of us have that little bit of little voice in there that says that to us. And my thing is, no, shut up. I'm not listening to you anymore, because a lot of my life I spent doing that. And that is why you have to build your belief in yourself, so then therefore your self-esteem will start to rise. But it's self-beliefs, that's the essence of what you have to get into to really make some changes in yourself for the better. We all have our insecurities. We all have things that we're not sure of or whatever. That's okay. That's human. But when you're to the point where you have so believed that voice you heard maybe as a kid, maybe your brother said you are so dumb, and they could have told you that when you were 5, and believe it or not, many of us still remember that stuff. Our entire personality is formed by the time we're 5 years old. Okay, that's why it's so critical for us to have positive parents, positive surroundings, because as you all know, a lot of that stuff sticks around our whole life. We could be 45 and still remember when somebody said a certain thing, be it a parent, be it a friend, be it another family member, whatever, that sticks in your craw, and you're guilty of it, and you may start believing it. That's the other thing with people. When other folks say stuff and you take it to heart, and because you accept it as true. Now, I am a thick sister, y'all already know, and I think I'm fine as Halle Berry. Y'all know that too. But the thing is, somebody could come up and say, you know what, you are so fat and so ugly and disgusting. Now, what am I going to do with that? Am I going to internalize that? Like, it's true. Oh my God. You know, go on. Then knowing me, I go and go get a bag of chips or some ice cream and just eat the pain away. You know, that's what a lot of us do. I'll never forget one time when I was in college, I was sitting at the bus stop, and I think I was eating, I don't know, some chips or breakfast thing, little pocket or something like that, waiting on the bus to go to school. And this guy rolled by on a bike, excuse me, and was like, you don't need to put another damn thing in your mouth. Now see, now I wish I was the size I was then, because baby, You couldn't tell me nothing. But back then, I just thought I was so huge or whatever. And that stayed with me, and I cried about that all day. Now, whose life is being wasted on some ignorant crap somebody else said? It only hurts you because you accept it as true. Let his ass would drive by me sitting on a bus stop right about now. Girlfriend would get some Flojo energy and chase his ass down on that bike and beat his ass. Okay, that's me now. That's the self-esteem that I have now. Like, how dare you even think about talking to me crazy like that? You know what I mean? So that, as you can see, those beliefs, if I really believe that, it's going to affect me, which means it's going to make my self-esteem go down, which is going to mean I'm going to put up with stuff, I'm going to do stuff, I'm going to not accept my own abilities, I'm going to do a whole lot based on the opinion of someone else, and you don't have to. You should believe in yourself, believe who you are, believe in all the good stuff about yourself, and then help raise that self-esteem so you won't allow people. You will set boundaries in your life so other people can't cross them. And I don't care who they are. Family, friends, your man, your kids, co-workers, your boss, all of that. Okay, when you have the self-esteem you need, you can stand up for yourself and not deal with it. Okay, and I'm not saying you can't deal with nothing, because life is life and we all got to deal with some mess. Let's be real. However, you don't major stuff, and really you don't ever have to accept nothing. That's why I could never keep no job, and I had to end up working for myself, because I hate working for a stupid person that wants to throw up in my face a job just over broke. Okay, to make me feel like I have no control over my destiny or my future. It's all based on the job. And what? No, not me. Not me. That's what made me get out and do my own thing and start my own stuff. Because I'll be a monkey's uncle before you will sit up here and try to dangle a job in my face and think you can talk to me crazy. Not gonna happen. I have quit so many jobs, it doesn't even make any sense. And that's why. Because you're not gonna do that to me. I'm gonna live my best life all the time, because I am confident in myself enough to get out here and do what I had to do to get a business and keep myself afloat. And it can be done. It's plenty of opportunities out here. You don't never have to put up with nothing. Be it a job, be it a man. A lot of men play that Jedi mind trick on you to try to make you think you're less than, and that, oh, and nobody else is going to want you. You know, I'm the only one that's going to love you or want you, because nobody else will want you. How many men on this planet? Okay, I don't think so, boo-boo kitty. It's just like you came along, somebody else could come along. Like I say, men are like buses. Wait 15 minutes and here come another one. I could care less, because I love me. And just like you came along, somebody else came along, I will love myself enough to set a boundary where I'll be damned if you're going to talk to me crazy or treat me insane and think I'm going to still be there. And some of us are so scared. Oh, I can't be by myself, and oh, somebody else might not love. Yes, they will. There's somebody else. Okay, and then if you love yourself, you love your own damn company, and you can make it through. Just like now with this pandemic, I ain't been out nowhere unless God drop a man off at my front door. But guess what? I got it in when I got it in, and when it's time for me to get back out there, I will, and he will find me. See, that's how that go. It ain't about you running out, what am I going to do? No, honey, You need to be the queen. You are the prize, and the man will find you. Men love confidence. That's why I've never had a problem getting a man. Because I'm confident, I'm nice, I know how to make a man feel good. Okay, that's what men want. They want to feel needed, they want to feel loved, and that's all you need them for, because that's all what they can give you that money can't buy, because every damn thing else you can give yourself. You can even have sex with yourself for that matter. Okay, so no, be clear on what you're supposed to be about in terms of loving yourself. And what a man can give you, that love and attention, is what you need from him. Nothing else. It's not affirmation. Okay, he can affirm, yes, that you are the queen and you are the prize, but he is not the center of your universe that you can't survive without. That's some BS right there. Okay, and so when you look at today's exercise, which I hope you did after the last video, it goes into a whole list of different traits or things you should think about yourself, and you will give yourself a rating by each one. Like, am I this all the time? Am I never like this? Am I in between? It's a rating system. And then you go back and look at the things that you would say, most of the time, this is who I am, and categorize those. Then look at the things that you are almost never. And then compare the two and look and see, are you beating up on yourself? Are you only looking at physical things, or are you looking at different beliefs you have in yourself? Like, oh, I could never be popular, or I could never, but that's 9 times out of time, when you're saying I could never something, that's a belief that you feel that you don't have. And that's something that you can always change. And by doing this exercise, it's going to pull out of you what you truly believe about yourself. And it's okay, whatever that is. Don't try to answer something like, oh, well, because you're looking like, oh, like somebody else is going to see this piece of paper. No, you need to get real with yourself and understanding yourself. What do you truly believe about yourself? If you believe that you need to work on some things, that's okay. That's the point of this whole series, is for you to get down and dirty and real with yourself, so you can actually see yourself as you are and not be delusional. Okay? And then be able to work on what you need to work on. So say, if I say, oh, I could never, like I said before, I could never speak in public, I could never do that. How about, yes, you can. How about you can take a class on it? How about you could work with it, or speak in front of different people at work, at a volunteer situation, whatever. There are things that you can put in place to help bring out the things in yourself that you feel that you are not. And then you can make the positive changes, which once you get the confidence and you're able to do it, then what? Your self-esteem is going to go up, because it's like, you know what, I can't. I gave a speech at blah, 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 and they really liked it. You can look at the different traits on this sheet and see where you may need to make some change. You could say, have a thing on there like, I am never patient. Ever. Okay, well, if you looked at that in the whole list of things, maybe that's something you do need to work on. Maybe it's something you do need to get better at. And you can, but by being honest with yourself, then you can better break down the negative beliefs you have about yourself and accentuate the positive beliefs you have about yourself. I don't want to seem like everybody's Debbie Downer or Vicky Victim. No, we all have good things that we like about ourselves. Just like the exercise, the very first exercise I asked you guys to do at the beginning. Like, what are the things you like about yourself? Okay, so it's like, putting that in place so that it becomes a self-belief that I believe I am confident. I believe I am strong. I believe that I am beautiful and attractive. Those are the things that you work on and get better at and reinforce in yourself. Like I do little spa days for myself. I reward myself every week with something. It's gotta stop being some French fries and chicken wings, but anyway, it's all about you loving you. It's like you need to fall in love with yourself. You know how that feels when you first fall in love with somebody, whoever it is. That feeling you get. Well, how about if you had that feeling about yourself? Like, ooh, I'm cute. Ooh, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And when you are believing that and feeling that and you're positive, it radiates because like attracts like. If you are a bitch, and I'm just going to say it, where you mean and nasty and funky all the time, who wants to be around that? You don't even want to be around yourself. For real. So get to that exercise number 5, that's dealing with self-belief and self-esteem. And I promise you, when you finish it, you're going to feel so much better. And you're going to be so more in tune with yourself. And then reward yourself. Meditate. Get a new, buy some new music or buy a cute little outfit or do whatever. You have to spoil yourself sometimes. That's what you're working for every day. Okay? So that's it for this segment. And I believe segment number 6. Let me see what the next segment is. So you can, after you finish number 5, then go ahead and look up exercise number 6. And get started on that, and then that will be the subject of our next segment. Okay, so you all have a great one. It is good to be back, and I'll see you next time.